Hey y'all, it's your girl Sincerely Sai. It's been a while. I have gotten some new equipment and I figured I'd do a short video. I am also recovering from food poisoning, so that's great. And yeah, today is just a brief video while I'm sitting here on my patio, so enjoy. Loop-de-loop microphone, headphones, earphones, whatever. You do the loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool. Go over and in, left to right. Loop-de-loop and you pull it tight. You do the loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool. Credit to SpongeBob, that one episode where he learned how to tie his shoes. Yeah, I'm so excited. The best part about being a creator is getting more equipment and being able to share it with your fans, with your supporters, with your subscribers, whoever. Now, I also got this cool laser pointer. Okay, so what I need you to do is tell me if you could see this light, okay? All right, do you see the light? Okay, do you see the light? Okay, do you see the light? Okay, you see that? You see that? See that? All right, awesome. Your vision looks like it's good. That's good. That's great to hear. I'm glad your sight is intact. And if you're blind, how are you watching me? Anyways, look at that. Scratch, 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 scratch. Do you like that? Scratch. I'm going to gently keep stroking the microphone cover, okay? Scratch, 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 scratch. Do you like that? Is that soothing for you? Bueno. Does anybody really know the difference between like bien and like bueno? Like soy bien, like bueno. One's like bueno, and the other was like bien. But they both mean good. Claro que. Never mind. Understand? Or no? Look, I'm not trying to be all complex right now because if I get in the role of start talking like in Spanish or like practicing and stuff, so practicar, I think that's how you say it. My brain is literally gonna get all wonky. Not even one key, 2 key, 3 key, 4 keys. So ya ves. So ya ves. No, but seriously, like it's like it starts a roll, you know, like I start associating one thing with another thing and then remembering what the thing is and what the different thing is, and then it gets annoying. Not gonna lie. Anyways, we're gonna crinkle this Dutch wrap, okay? Like that. All the guts are in it. That's what that is. If you haven't already, go ahead and like. Hey, no L's here. We don't take L's, bitch. Hey, no, but for real, like, if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. Follow my YouTube and my TikTok. I'm just being silly, y'all. Yeah, but follow my YouTube, my TikTok, my Instagram, all the links you can find. You might want to stalk my life, but keep your distance. But you might want to stalk my life and get in touch, tap in, keep in touch, right? Stay in the inner circle. Y'all know what's going on here. It's pretty fucking psycho. Hashtag pretty fucking psycho at Sincerely Sai. We in the West Coast, of course. Gotta represent, always. Some things y'all might not know about me is like I'm kind of private, low key. Like I'm a public person, but I'm also very private. Like I don't mind talking about things and giving my input, like my opinion, but at the same time I kind of shut my fucking mouth and I don't say much. And I am coming from a place of being like kind of like very self-involved, self-centered, self-aware, self-important, to now I'm kind of like, why am I so hard on myself? Like, why do I have to focus so much on what I'm doing? You know, like, I'm gonna just be me, and regardless of who I am to other people, I will still be me. And bringing this to all of you, the reason why I center my topic of conversation on myself is so other people learn from my experiences and understand that it isn't just them going through certain things, and we all have similar views a lot of the time. And hopefully I could be a peer, I could be a trusted friend, you know, a distant friend, an internet friend, a cyber friend, or whatever, and I help y'all feel comfortable doing whatever y'all do. You know, do what it do, you feel me? Anyways, yeah, so if you know the lingo, if you know the vibe, you're always welcome here on my channel. Just don't start no BS and we be good, right? Like, we'll be good, chilling. And if you don't know how to counter your way of thinking, if it's bad, muy malo, then practice that, okay? Practice that. Okay? You gotta correct your own behavior to live a better life. Optimize yourself. Nobody's gonna do it for you, okay? There's so many things that I could say. That's kind of why I talk from one thing to one. I talk from one thing to one. I can't talk. I jump from one topic to the next topic and talk about it. Just because I don't know. I just think about a lot of things. But most and foremost, I'm really excited to be on here again on YouTube, sharing. Especially after expelling everything from food poisoning, bro. Like, I felt like I was dying. I literally woke up, I was sweating. Let me tell you about it. So, what is it? Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. So Tuesday, I was at work and I was fine, you know, I was doing my little thug dizzle, you know, doing whatever, working. And my coworker decided, hey, you know, I will buy you lunch. Like, let's have lunch together. She's like, all right, cool. So she orders from a food place next door, and you know, I ordered a sandwich. No, wait, was it Tuesday? Was it Tuesday or Monday? Anyways, I ordered a sandwich, like a burger, a veggie burger, lettuce wrap. She ordered a different burger, and some fries. We both had fries. Cool, whatever. I like the place. Really good food. So then the next day, my mother, she drops by my workplace and she's like, are you hungry? I'm going next door. Do you want something to eat? So I'm like, oh, bet. I ordered some chili fries. Big mistake. So she comes back with my little to-go box of chili fries. I didn't know it came with onions, but there's chopped onions. There's melted cheese all over the top. Oh my God, they look so good. Except for the onion. I'm not a big onion fan. Like, I don't hate onion, but I'm not a big onion fan. Garlic either. I will eat it, but I'm like indifferent. I don't really like it. I don't really like it. Anyway, so then she gets the chili fries. I'm like, I bet. I love chili fries. Bitch, tell me why. So I eat the chili fries, whatever. Later on, like, and that was in the morning or like mid-afternoon. It was like 12 to like 2:30, 2:45, around that time. Maybe like 3. Eat my chili fries, whatever. I'm chilling. I start feeling nauseous as the entire shift. Like, I literally just feel myself powering down. Like, and I'm always the bubbly one at work. Like, customers love me. And like, they're always like, it must be great working with her. Like, she's such a good time. She's so polite. She's so kind. They tell me like, you're always so bright and like in such good spirit, so bouncy, so energetic when we walk in, you know, like. I've gotten a multitude of compliments, and this isn't even I'm just telling you facts. Like, this is verbatim, like quoting, just to give you an idea of my demeanor at work and why it was such a drastic change for me. So I'm at work, I feel my battery bar just completely depleting. I'm like, what the So, and I'm working until 10:30 that day. So, okay, no, it had to be like 3 or 4 o'clock because it was the shifts are usually like 2 to 10:30, right? So it had to be after 2, maybe like 3 or 4. So long story short, yeah, so like my battery's like depleting. I'm like feeling nauseous. I'm slowing down. I feel heavy. Like what the fuck? And I just felt like I was going to puke. So like I tried to get through the last couple hours of my shift. I'm like, all right, I can make it. I have maybe like 3 hours left. I'm like, nah, I gotta go home. I'm telling my coworker, like, dude, like I feel sick. Like I don't know what I don't know what I ate. Like I just like I started crying, bro. Like when I don't feel good, when I feel ill, when I feel sickly, when I feel bleh, I start like I get upset primarily because I just don't like letting people down, and like I'm so used to feeling like my best self, like so bubbly, upbeat, that like when I feel down and sad or like ill and like, you know, not good inside, like I think it's also anxiety. Like I just start bawling, like start crying, right? So I'm like counting my money, right? Trying to count down my drawer and like finish, because I have to count like cigarettes. You know, we gotta count the money in the safe. You know, like I gotta break down my entire, you know, the dizzle, so I can go home. So I'm like ringing up customers. You know, there aren't many people coming in because it's like later on in the evening. So I'm like, all right, cool. I could chill. So I'm like counting my money, crying. I'm like 5, 10, 20. I'm like crying. I'm not even playing. Like I'm like literally crying. And then, you know, I text my manager. I'm like, look, I think I ate something bad. You know, like could I go home? I'm so sorry. And I don't apologize for nothing. Like if I apologize and say I'm sorry, I actually mean it, because, you know, I do understand like the entire system doesn't depend on me, but I am a very important part of it. You know, like there's only so many people we can call to cover, and, you know, like I don't like wasting people's time. You know, I don't like having a responsibility and not being able to follow through to the best of my ability. But girl, I was trying to power through it for real. So I'm crying, counting my money down, counting my drawer down, whatever. So fast forward, I go home early. My manager gives the okay. Even if she didn't, I would have gone, because I was not about to be there sick. I was not about to be throwing up in front of people. Like I was not about to present myself that way. But that's neither here nor there. I did get her permission to go home early. So I get home, I just plop down on the couch, bro. Like I feel terrible. Usually, like, I come outside and like I work out for a little while after work. I lift weights, I do some Pilates, yoga, whatever the fuck you want to call it, on my patio here. I have my like weights over there, like 2 20-pound weights. I got my yoga mat, whatever, like all the materials and necessities, the equipment. And I just start going at it, you know, like I was, you know, sometimes I run up and down the stairs, you know, in the background. There's also another set in front of me. We have a pretty big backyard, but that's neither here nor there. Long story short, I didn't do my exercise. You know, like I just plopped down on the couch. I felt awful. So, and I'm so sorry. I like wanted to make you feel better, and I turned this completely about me. But welcome to my channel. So, anyways, thanks for listening, friend. So I'm just on the couch trying to feel better, bro. Like I put on American Dad. Like I'm just trying to. I put on American Dad, turned it down, and then had ASMR in the background. Don't ask why. It's just I did. Also, if you want some artists to listen to, ASMR Rapunzel or Rapunzel ASMR. It's either ASMR Rapunzel or Rapunzel ASMR. I love her ASMR, as well as Alexandria ASMR. And then, what is his name? It's like Captain something. Captain Cap. ASMR Captain. There's so many people like that. Hold on, let me look it up for you. Because literally, like, they're always in my recents. Like, that is what I listen to. They put me to sleep. Like, I could fall asleep so easily listening to their ASMR. It's amazing. I don't mean to put y'all on the spot, and if y'all see my video, what's up? I love your videos. Okay, so we have Rapunzel ASMR, and then Also, Lord Blackbird ASMR. He sounds kind of nasal, but I still like his ASMR sometimes because he's very gentle with the way he talks, and I'm here for it. I dig it. Okay, so another one is Josie B ASMR. Last night I found Laren ASMR. He's really good. Cap Bailey ASMR. Cap Bailey, he's a favorite. Mark ASMR and ASMR Visuals. And yes, it was Alexandra ASMR. And all-time favorite, this isn't ASMR, but because it's on my playlist, like, it's just on. Shout out to Shoreline Mafia. Shoreline do that shit. I love Shoreline Mafia. Ignore that tongue flick. Just ignore it. Like, bitch, I'm a weirdo. But yeah, if you want an idea of, like, my playlist, that's what it is. So long story short, back to the story. So I'm listening to ASMR in the background. I'm just trying to get over this cold. And, dude, it was the worst night of my life. The worst night of my life. Like, I'm throwing up all day, or like all night. I'm tossing and turning. Not to mention, actually, no, I lied. I did work out. I did go to the backyard and work out. I did some ab workouts. I did some crunches, and lifted some weights with my arms because I wanted to push everything out. So yeah, sorry. I did work out that night, and then the rest of the night, tossing, turning, just aching. I was like, what the fuck? I started getting cramps, like just my abdomen aching. And I was thinking it was from the workout, which probably also was, but it was also from the food. And I'm like, fuck, okay, whatever. So then the next day I have off, Wednesday, Thursday, right? So Monday night passes. Wednesday, I'm like, all right, I feel better. Me and my mom, so my mom was going on a trip to take care of some family, and she's like, let's go to get dinner, we can go get Indian food. I'm like, all right, cool, that's safe. Vegetables, broth, curry's broth, like easy food, like it won't be too heavy, like cool. Rice is good. Y'all, when I tell you, so the food was delicious, the food was so good. Could not keep it down. Also, if you've ever had mango lassi, it is a mixture of like mango, some sweetener, and yogurt. But the thing about it is, like, it's served like almost warm, like it wasn't chilled. And like, it was the second time that I had it. The first time, same thing, it wasn't chilled, it was like warm milk, warm yogurt. I think that might have had something to do with it. Not to mention, there are these matcha drinks. Look, I won't forget. I don't want to forget the detail, because I also don't want to blame any sort of food establishment for my body rejecting what I had put into it, okay? The only person responsible for what happened to my body is me. And the only reason I'm saying that is because there were so many different factors. There are so many different, variables that went into my daily intake, that I can't say whether it's one thing or the other. So keep that in mind, okay? Because in addition, there were also these matcha drinks that my mother left in her car overnight, forgot about, and then put in the fridge, that I drank. And I had like 2 or 3 over the course of the week, so consecutively. So honestly, it could have been the matcha. Because there's dairy in there, and she left it in her car. She's like, oh, it's still cold, it's fine. I'm like, girl, but it wasn't refrigerated. But I was like, whatever, it probably wasn't that bad. It wasn't that hot outside, so fine, whatever. Big mistake. And I haven't drank one since. They're still in the fridge, and I'm probably gonna pour the rest out. So I drink these matcha drinks, whatever. Later on, we conclude that it might have been the matcha as well, but for right now, I'm thinking it was everything. It was just everything. So we go get Indian food, whatever. Earlier, I did drink a matcha again. This is before I realized that it might have been the matcha. So after we have food, we come home. I'm not gonna lie. Before I went to bed that night, I also had some of the leftovers, because I just wanted to munch. I wasn't hungry. I was already stuffed. I had my faja on too, and I just wanted to munch. So I go get an extra little plate, and I'm munching. Then I go to sleep. I don't even work it off, bitch. I just go to sleep because I'm tired. Big mistake. I wake up, throwing up, going to the bathroom, throwing up, going to the bathroom, throwing up, sweating, tossing, turning, whatever. Throwing up, throwing up, throwing up. So in the morning, I asked my mom, like, no, she asked me, she's like, did that Indian food make you go to the bathroom? And I was like, I've literally been throwing up all night. Found out I have food poisoning. So, like, and it was my day off. So, like, I'm just laying on, and I'm in the living room, bro. Like, I'm on the couch, just dying, damn near dying. I'm like sweating, I'm cramping, not to mention I started my period. Day 1 of my period, the day I start showing symptoms of food poisoning. So not only am I aching from the ab workout, not only is my tummy upset, but then I'm also cramping in my uterus. So all this, titties down, just in pain, pure pain. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm doing my best to feel better. I'm like drinking water. I'm trying everything to feel better. Like my mom, I don't want to eat anything at this point. Like I'm literally just on the floor. And my mom gives a cup of like a water bottle, Alka-Seltzer, and I'm so sad because like I had a boxing lesson like that morning at 11 o'clock, and I wanted there's another pro fighter coming from San Diego that I wanted to watch spar, and I couldn't. And I'm like, I text my boxing coach. I'm like, "Cease, I'm so sorry. Like, I can't come into the gym. Like I'm so sorry. Like, I feel awful. I have food poisoning. He's really sweet. He's very considerate. He's like, no problem. Feel better. I'm like, thank you. So then, and again, mind you, this is my day off, right? And then my mother, she was, like I said previously, she was going to visit family, across the states. So she needed a ride to the airport, and it was supposed to be my my task to drop her off at the airport, but I couldn't. I literally couldn't even stand. The thing about food poisoning is like your muscles will ache, you feel weak, you sweat, like everything just feels out of whack. And I literally was just, I was like, God, please let this feeling pass. I can't take it. I'm not strong enough for this. Like, we're locked in though. So I prayed, and now I feel better. I'm still feeling a little bit like queasy, a little bit uneven. Like I'm still kind of off put from my normal, like I feel there's still like a feeling out of body, and like, and the thing about it though is like I learned myself that like if you dress up and get ready, it does help with feeling better internally. Really, it does. It took a while for me to get ready this morning, not gonna lie, but like even on my lazy days, I still will shower, still get dressed. You have to find that strength within yourself. And honestly, like that's why listen. I've never been somebody who you could just talk shit about, just flap your gums to, and accuse of something without telling you like anything I do is for a reason. So all I'm thinking is like, and I'm gonna be here 100 with you. All I'm thinking is like, I better not have, because I also posted on my Snapchat, my Instagram, whatever, because that's still my job. That's still my other job. Like I'm still a social media influencer. I'm still a content creator. And the thing about it is like, life isn't gonna stop and wait for you. And everybody heals differently. So like my inner thoughts, like my intrusive thoughts, I'm just thinking like, and nobody better tell me shit when I go back to work about me posting online about nothing. Because guess what? Just because I look like this out externally, that does not mean I feel 100% internally. And I will do whatever the fuck I gotta do to feel better about myself and feel and heal and get better and recover. So I don't give a fuck if what you've seen on the internet is what you perceive to be a certain way. Because I'm telling you right now that I would not have called off work, and I would not have just completely wiped off the responsibility that I had for no good reason. if I did not have a reason. If I didn't have a reason, then you wouldn't have heard anything from me. And I rarely ever take a sick day, and I'm always on time to work, and I'm always doing my job, and I'm always covering for other people, and I'm always pushing myself. Not to mention, I'm going to school. Not to mention that my car is in repair, so I gotta walk, I gotta find rides, like I gotta be resourceful. You can't tell me shit. So let's get that out of the way, first and foremost. Because the last thing I'm gonna fucking do is let somebody talk behind my back about some shit that they don't know about me, okay? And wind, you can go ahead and let everything fly away. That's fine. You know, I'm still here. You know what? Actually, I gotta go get my earbuds real quick. The covers just flew away. Hold on. And we're back. So listen, as I was saying, there is not one thing that you can tell me about myself that has to do with being flaky or, you know, just like throwing my responsibility, because that isn't what it is, bitch. If I didn't feel sick, then I wouldn't have called out. And even if I did call out without feeling sick, I don't give a fuck. There's worse things going on in the fucking world. But don't you ever try to fucking criticize me for taking care of myself. I'm most important here, okay? Run and tell that. So anyways, so yeah, I'm just trying to feel better. And then, you know, like, I tell my mom, like, hey, and this is also important. I tell my mom, hey, because my job is like right up the street from my house. So I tell her, like, hey, if you wouldn't mind, could you stop by and let my manager know that I have food poisoning, that, you know, I'm feeling sick and I most likely won't be coming in the following day. Mind you, I didn't forget that it is my responsibility to call off. I will be getting to that point. So she's like, yeah, you know, I'll call and talk to her. I'm like, all right, babe. So she's on her way to the airport. My cousin that lives with us, he ends up, you know, driving her to the airport. And so she asked for the number. I give her the number whenever she calls my manager. She's like, yeah, I spoke to her. I'm like, cool. And I'm looking at the time and I'm like, you know what? She's about to leave for the day in a little while. And, you know, it's still got to do my due diligence and let her know, like, hey, I won't be showing up to work tomorrow, because that would be today, this morning. This is my recovery day. If you know how the body works, the last thing you want to do is stress yourself back into sickness. So after you expel all that fluid and shit from your body, all the bad stuff, you still need to work your strength back up. It could take a matter of hours, it could take a matter of days. For some people, it takes a week or so. And I get over sickness pretty quickly because I don't do I don't have that many unhealthy behaviors. Like, I don't eat that badly. Like, I might eat excessively, you know, but I don't eat that bad. I don't always have fast food, you know. I'm not always participating in, like I said, excessive unhealthy behavior. So, you know, like I said, if I didn't need the time off, I wouldn't have called off, period. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call her and I'm gonna let her know, like, I won't be there tomorrow. All right, whatever. So I call, let her know, you know, I need today off, today. And she's like, all right, you know, but I do need you to show up Saturday, just tomorrow. I'm like, all right, yeah, of course, you know, I should be feeling better by then, whatever. And you know, like, I'm still kind of queasy, but, you know, like, I'm not on the floor like I was yesterday. And when I'm saying, like, I was on the floor, like, I literally had couch cushions, pillows, I had water bottles next to me, tea next to me, a barf bag next to me that was, like, you know, pretty full at the bottom. Like, bitch, like, I was literally, like, I could not stand. It hurt to move. Every little thing was an issue. But yeah, so, you know, like, last night, bitch, I was sweating. I was dehydrated. I was hyperventilating, like, but all of it got out. And I was thugging through it. And now, like, I'm here to say, you know, like, I do feel a little bit better. I do feel better, way better than I did. I could sit out here fine, you know, in the sunlight, talk to y'all. And, you know, like, I was excited because I ordered this microphone from TikTok Shop. It arrived. Hello. I do have some more equipment for my videos, and I feel a lot better. So yeah, getting over food poisoning. That's an update for y'all. more intimate or close ASMR videos to come. But I did want to do like a real life, like vlog ASMR for y'all. Let y'all know that I'm here still. I'm healthy. Well, trying to get back to being completely 100% healthy. And I'm on my A game. Y'all can't stop me. And if you've been here, a part of the channel, for as long as you have, I really do appreciate your support. And it isn't for nothing. It's not for nothing, like, I do have dreams and aspirations, and I still have a goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers and monetizing my videos to be able to have a steady income from this. Like, this is my life. And although, like, yeah, I am working part-time, that isn't the end goal for me. And I don't see myself being a corporate dummy. I don't see myself being a manager of any sort of place that isn't run by me, that isn't Pretty Fucking Psycho Productions, that isn't Silly Sci, Days Angelic. Like, all of my tags, like, I am building myself up, and this is just a stepping stone, you feel me? So all that goes along with the stress and the determination and my initiative, yeah, sometimes there are going to be hiccups, like illness, and sometimes I am going to have to let people down, and sometimes people are going to have to find someone to replace me, even though that's really tough to do. And I will also say that just because I work a part-time job, that doesn't mean that I am indebting my life to my work. Because at the same time, bitch, I could find another job. Don't forget that. But yeah, and that was more like a reminder for me, because I feel like I get so into my work and give so much of myself that I do deplete my energy, and then, I'm taking time away from y'all, and I don't want to do that, because I love you. I love all of you. I love my supporters. I love my fans. I love my subscribers. I love my followers. I love my friends. I love my family. Like, it's nothing but love here. Pretty Fucking Psycho. It doesn't have to do with being crazy or anything like that, but kind of, like, for example, like Pure Evil. I got Pure Evil on my knuckles, and it's just the contradiction of life. Like, looks are not always what they seem. Pretty Fucking Psycho is really just that. It's like what is it called, an intuendo? Like, it means a plethora of things, like, you could lose your mind and still look like you're holding everything together on the outside, and you could be so pretty and still be mentally disrupted, and it's just, you have to, but it's better to learn something as an entire entity, as a whole, because looks can be deceiving, and as you perceive things isn't always as they visually come. Things aren't always as they seem. You can judge a book by its cover, and you don't have to judge a book by its cover, and that's just what it is. Like, there's never going to be a yes or no, right or wrong. That's just what it is. Two things could be true at once. One thing could be true simultaneously. What? Two things could be true at once simultaneously, and one thing could be true while the other is somebody else's truth, and that's just what life is. But anyways, so this is Since Silly Sci, #Pretty Fucking Psycho, and I did change my name to Ali ASMR. So let me reintroduce myself. This is Ali ASMR. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Thank you for the checking ins, and thank you for staying a part of the team. You're amazing, and if you've made it this far, congratulations. You're one of the strong. Stay awesome. Thank you so much for watching me, my little crazies, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life. See you soon. We will reconnect.